Well, the rest of this is going to be anticlimactic. Evan, just wrapped up the shooting on our 6x6 pine walls versus series. Today we did the pistol caliber. That's not easy to say. Anyway, we did the pistol calibers today, and what we did was we did 9mm ball and spear gold dot, both 115 grain ball and 115 grain spear gold dot out of the Jericho, which is a 4.4 inch barrel. Then we did just ball FMJ 158 grain out of the 357. How fast was that moving? Let's see if it says it on here. Well, it doesn't say. It's arms core. Arms core is generally pretty hot. If I remember correctly, when I looked this stuff up on their website, it was 1,200 feet per second. But I don't remember that for sure. I might be making that up. And then we did something kind of fun. I've never showed you guys this before. We did the 9mm ball and gold dot out of the High Point carbine, which y'all didn't know I had access to. It's not mine. It's my dad's. I borrowed it. All right, so for those of you who haven't seen this series before, just a real quick recap. I am building 6x6 pine log cabin style walls on an addition, and I thought I'd be interested to see whether or not they were bullet resistant. So here we go. Let's do the pistol caliber portion of this test. So we're starting with the 9mm FMJ. Let's go take a look. All right, there's our entry. Oh! Well, the rest of this is going to be anticlimactic. All right, so 6x6 pine is not going to stop 9mm. Let's try the rest of them anyway. Here's the gold dot. So the full metal jacket blew right through, but the gold dot did not go through. So 6x6 pine will stop hollow points. Cross draw. 158 grain 357. There's our entry. There's our exit. Ooh. So it will not stop 58 grain, but let's try something. Let's double this up and see how it would do with 2. Let's see if 12 inches of pine will stop 158 grain soft point. We should try it with the 9mm. There's the entry. There. Check her out.
Wow. Is it hot?
No. So it didn't even come all the way out.
That is cool.
So it looks like 8x8 would stop the 357. So we're going to take both these shots, one right after the other. Top is going to be 9mm ball. Underneath it will be the spear gold dot. Let's take a look. All right, here's where our ball went in. Here's where our ball came out. And there's where our ball went in. These are other shots.
So here's where our gold dot went in, and our gold dot did not come out.
Is that not it?
No, because look at the back of the post. This didn't come out. This one. See, here's where the ball came out, but the gold dot didn't come out anywhere. Thanks.
All right, a few quick notes. We had to do the carbine twice because the first one didn't take. And on the carbine, both times the ball obviously just blew right through it. There was no doubt about that. But on one of the tests, the gold dot did not penetrate, and on one of the tests, the gold dot did penetrate. So the film we got, the footage we got, I'm giving myself airs here, showed the gold dot not penetrating. However, I should have done a few more shots, but it was raining, and I need to get this done, and it's just for fun anyway. Paul Harrell, I am not. So we went with that it didn't penetrate, but you can't trust that. It looks like it will, hit or miss. Probably depending a lot on the particular beam you're shooting. That portion, so there's just variations in the wood. And sometimes it's harder and softer, and there could have been a knot or something. It's impossible to know. But basically, you can't count on it. And remember, this is at 7 yards, 21 feet. The takeaway from all of this was that you cannot rely on 6-inch pine for anything other than it stopped all the buckshot we put in it out of the 12 gauge, but it was doing so much damage to the wood that follow-up shots probably would have penetrated. And it stopped the 12 gauge slugs half the time. But obviously that is a terrible failure rate. And then even out of just a 4.4 inch barrel, ball blew right through there. And out of the 16-inch barrel, ball obviously didn't even slow down. And the gold dots, the hollow points, one penetrated, one didn't. So that is also, again, you just, out of a carbine, at 7 yards at least, you can't trust it. And it was no surprise to me that the 357 penetrated it. Now, I was going to do the rifle calibers, obviously at 21 yards, at 21 feet, geez, 7 yards. Obviously, there's no doubt that both 5.56 and 7.62 by 39 would just shoot right through it, especially in FMJ. So probably what I will do, and I won't be able to do this anytime soon, but at some point when I have the time to get up to a longer range, I'll probably try them at maybe 50 yards and 100 yards and see how they penetrate at that range. And that might be a more useful test, because obviously at 7 yards they're going to blow right through. So that is going to about wrap that up for now. We're going to get back to our Your First AR-15 series, which I kind of got bored with and left, but I need to wrap that one up too with just a few more videos on that one. And then I think we've got some homestead stuff in the works and some other more general interest type things. Men, do not shelter behind 6x6 walls. As somebody pointed out in the comments, and one of the first things they teach you in boot camp is there is a difference between cover and concealment. Those are not the same things. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.